Welcome, everybody. Today, I'm going to introduce a concept about what homunculus is. Homunculus. Homunculus. Homunculus is basically a miniature person. It's 16th, 17th century. There was an artist visualization of a small animal, like a small animal becoming the bigger animal. So they used to draw that. And nowadays, we have it in the brain. This is applied to the neuroscience. When the cortical homunculus is nothing but an image of a person. For example, me, person, with the size of the body part, distorted to represent how much area of brain it represents. For example, the brain will be able to see the person, how much of area recognizes which area of the brain. Now, why is that important? Because we can send messages from different area body parts to that area of the brain. And this is how our connections can represent where the sensations are coming from, where the motor effect happens, how we can retrain ourselves, and so on and so forth. I mean, there are many applications, but I just wanted to introduce the term, and I'm going to share this one slide with you to see how that works. Let's see here. So this is the, sorry, I gotta, so now this is the homunculus, and as you can see here, the various body parts are represented in a, this is somatosensory on the left hand side and motor on the right hand side. You see that? It's a little not that light, but anyway, you can see the different organs are represented within the brain. And this is one area of the brain that you can see, the second area of the brain, the sensory and the motor. Motor is in front, sensory in the back. Now you have a situation where different body parts have different representations. For example, the hand has a very big sensory input there, and so on and so forth. The sensory input comes also from the mouth. Now, on the other side, the motor part, you see the various motor parts, the leg, etc., they're not as highly represented. The hand is very big, the thumb, etc., is very big. And therefore, this represents how the brain sees the functionality of various systems. Now, that's what's called cortical homunculus, and how the brain sees the body from inside. For example, brain sees the sensory, all these organs. You see how sensations, the hand, the tongue, the face, much more representative of sensations which are prominent here rather than the body itself. And look at the motor part. Motor part is the brain, the face, and the hands. They're very highly represented. Now, this is very important. And what we have seen also is the fact that they've done the functional MRIs. And when you stimulate one portion of the hand or the foot, there is a representation that same area lights up. So because this science, neuroscience is now advanced, and the whole concept about homunculus is there, has been there, for centuries, almost 400, 500 years. And now we know how to handle the various techniques. For example, sending a message to the brain, and how the messages can be interpreted, how they can be altered, how we can retrain the brain, or retrain the entire system. And so it will be very helpful as we proceed towards the science of hand. For example, hand healing or healing hand science. We will be seeing more of this, and we will talk more about homunculus as we develop more other practices. So welcome to the homunculus concept.